Hey everyone, Random Randy here. This is Yarn Talk episode 88. If you are new to the channel, Yarn Talk is a knitting, crochet, and various other crafty bits podcast guaranteed to give you your recommended dose of fiber arts in 60 minutes or less. If you are concerned that your fiber intake may be lower than the recommended dosage, feel free to subscribe to the channel and don't forget to click the notification bell so you never miss an upload and so more awesome projects like these can keep your hands and your heart full. I have a few things done and a few things I'm working on and an announcement about a pattern that I just released. So I will start with the done stuff. Primarily this thing right here. So this is one of my Cthulhu octopus hats, which I used to make pretty frequently, and it is a dud, so it is going to be up in my shop for slightly cheaper than it would be otherwise, because the eyes are placed a touch too far apart for my liking. As you can see, the eyes are kind of way over here on the side of the head, and they should be more kind of here-ish. Could I cut it and restitch them back on? Sure I could. But this has been sitting in a bag stuffed on the shelf of shame for over a year. So I can acknowledge now that I am not going to do that. And that's just all there is to it. I'm just not going to do it. So I'm going to put this up in my shop for cheaper than the regular price would be. Hopefully somebody will like it, even though it's a bit of a misfit. I mean, it is supposed to look like a cephalopod, and they aren't all exactly the same. They're all kind of weird in their own way. So yeah, that. Other finished thing is this hat, which I finished just recently. I worked on it for forever. This is called, I believe, the double waffle stitch hat. So I got to learn to do a new stitch, which was super cool, and got to make a hat out of it in the end, which was also cool because I like hats. Hats are my crochet happy place. And this is made in the... Do I have the ball band in here somewhere, or did I toss it? I believe it was Red Heart Colorscapes in the Bangkok colorway. I made the Give It a Whirl hat, which was the big twisty one that kind of had really awesome striping to it. I think I might still actually have that hat in my shop, I'm not sure. But it is this really cool striping yarn, and it actually worked out really well with this pattern. I like it quite a bit. And this is a heavy, dense fabric. It's made with an H hook. It's a free pattern. I don't remember who it was by, but I will link it down in the description box below the video. So there's two. This is sort of a finished object and a half finished object. So this is the Spree sock. Don't remember who the pattern is by, but it is a free DK weight sock knitting pattern. And I am using the yarn that I got from, I think it was the Crochet Carousel package last year that Sonia from Cat Crazy Creations hosted. But this yarn came from Claudia of Crochet Luna, and this is Wolfie Wool yarns. And I think this colorway was Spring Tulip. And like I mentioned before, my sock blocker is too small for my giant feet, but these socks do actually fit me quite well. And the last time I showed it, I was here, and I actually finished from here all the way up to the top of the sock. Or no, I take that back. I was here and finished all the way down to the toe. And my Kitchener stitch actually turned out pretty surprisingly good. You know, you probably can't see it, but there's no gaping holes. It doesn't look funky. I was super pleased with how it turned out, even though I had to watch the same video like 4 times in a row to do it. I really like it, and it's starting to get colder here, so warm socks are becoming a must. I am looking forward to being able to wear these and the other 2 pairs that I have done once I finish this one, which it shouldn't take me too much longer, actually. So that's the one that's done. And the other one, I am just now starting to do the decrease rows after doing the heel turn. So it's starting to come back together so it'll fit around my giant feet. But it's actually a really awesome, easy pattern. It works up so quick. If you have any nice DK weight yarns that have wool and nylon content in them, definitely check it out. Like I said, I'll link to it down below, like everything else, so that anybody who's interested can find it and make it themselves. It's so soft. And this is a 100% superwash merino wool, so it is just clouds on my feet. Love it. So the only other yarn thing that I have is this little guy right here, and this is in relation to my pattern release. This pattern is available for free on my blog, which is randomrandy.rocks, R-O-C-K-S, and I'm calling this the Little Loa Voodoo Doll pattern. As you can see, it is super teeny tiny. I actually made this with Red Heart Super Saver Fair Isle yarn, and I wasn't sure how I was going to make this creepy, and then Killian decided he was going to take a spare safety eye and shove it in its forehead. So this is what I'm calling the Woke Loa, because it has its third eye open. It's the perfect size for keychains and things for craft fairs. It's free on my blog, but you can download the PDF from Etsy or Ravelry for a couple of bucks. Next group of things are things that are in my shop, and I made these from scraps from Halloween fabric from last year. They are mug rugs, and they are all different sizes. And I'm just going to show them all to you right quick. They are all up in my shop already. And if you saw any of my bags last year, you'll recognize a lot of these, and these ones have cute bat print on the back. These ones have ghosts. And they also have the new tag that I finally received that has my shop name and my blog address on it, which is super awesome. I got them from the Heart of Wonder shop on Etsy, which is where Ella gets her tags from, or one of the places she gets her tags from. Got these 2 with spooky cupcakes on them.
I love them.
You love them? I'm glad, Killian.
So high.
And these last 2, which have ghosts and Argyle and witch kitties and little owls. So those are all available in my Etsy shop. The last thing that I have right now are some magnets, and I'm not sure how much I'm going to be selling these for, but I do have to get them listed in my shop. I'm not sure how well these are going to show on camera because they do have glass cabs on them. So these are zombie pinup magnets, and I figure I will sell them in either a set of 3 for $5 or 7 of them for 8 of them for $10. There's a lot of cool different little designs in here. Some of them have biohazards and stuff. Pretty cool. So these will be up in my shop soon as well. And that is really it for right now. I have a whole bunch of fabric that I got that is Halloween-ish themed, and I will be getting those cut soon because we're midway through September and Halloween approacheth. So be on the lookout for new bags coming to my shop soon. Some of them will be the tote style and some of them will still be drawstrings. I'm also considering adding dice bags, which I've had a few people ask for, and I've looked up a couple of common sizes, and I think that'll be another good way to use up fabric scraps. So let me know if you're interested in that, and if you have any other questions or anything, leave them down below. Thank you so much to all of my wonderful supporters over on patreon.com/randomrandy. You guys keep these videos rolling, even when I take a month off from filming, so then I get everything done all at once instead. And their names will all have been scrolling by as I've been chitty-chatting. So thank you so much everybody for watching, and I will catch you guys all in the next video. Bye guys.